back. We have with us Wanda Massengale and Ann Hancock. And Wanda is representing the Ozark Humane Society, and with her is Oliver, who is your dog now, Ann, correct?
Yes.
And it's a success story. Oliver was featured here, and Ann adopted Oliver. So let's just tell us more about this story. Whoever wants to speak to that.
Well, I saw her on your show with Oliver, and I had said I wasn't going to have another inside dog, but I saw him. I just fell in love with him. So I texted her, and I said, well, is he a good dog? And she said, well, go out there and see him. So
Yeah.
I tell my husband, I said, I'm going to take some extra leashes out to the Humane Society. I'll be back. So I get out there, and they've already put all the dogs up. And she said, well, can you come back in the morning? We open at 10. So I was there at 10:01.
Oh, my goodness,
And,
you did love him.
And so I brought him home, and he's a wonderful dog. I took him back and got his chip put in him, his microchip, and I didn't even tell Tom that I was getting him. I just showed up with him.
Oh
But
my gosh, a new person pet.
Tom
Yes,
plays
he's
with him as much as anybody does, and he's just spoiled rotten, and he's so smart.
Are you? What kind of dog is Oliver? I don't.
He's part corgi.
He looks
Yeah,
like
Corgi
Oh, yeah.
and Blue Heeler.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you're just a smart puppy, aren't you? Well, and you mentioned microchip, so why don't you tell us what the microchip does?
The
if
microchip
people don't know.
is, if your animal gets lost, there are two types of ones, and our Humane Society has them. And the vet clinics also can scan the animal to see who that pet belongs to, address,
Right.
you know, like that.
It doesn't locate.
No, I wish
Yeah,
that
it'd be
someone
nice
would
if
do
it
that.
locates. It's not a GPS device.
I said, Ann, where's his name tag? You know, because I talk
Yeah.
about name tags all the
all
time.
the time, yeah.
Well, she had a collar made, and it's got all of
on
the
the collar?
information
Oh,
on the collar.
All the way
It's
around.
All the way
embroidered.
around.
Oh,
Yes.
embroidered. Okay.
And I ordered it online, and it was like $14 or
Oh,
something.
really?
It's cheap, and you just order by the size, and it's got it all the way around.
Do you know where where you bought it from? Do you remember?
No, I just put in
Just
that I
a
needed
search.
pet
Kinda
collar.
Search, okay.
Googled it, yeah.
Okay.
There's a
That's
lot of places.
interesting.
Orvis, they make them. Theirs are a
Okay.
little more
Do
expensive.
you smell my dog?
When they did the microchip, is it right at the top of his head or under the skin?
Yeah, where is the
microchip?
It's
location?
just like on the toward his
Shoulder,
shoulder.
yeah.
Okay.
And then they give you the paperwork, and you just go online and fill it out.
So it's a simple process and
Yeah.
such a crucial way you
Right.
can
And it's free.
find out.
If the new pet owner wants to ask for it, they do cats
They
and
do it.
dogs.
Oh,
I don't have any figures because their computer is down. And of course, they were
Okay.
off Monday. The needs are the same, but if anyone's cleaning out their barns and have straw, they could use that for bedding because
that's gonna
winter
be
is
important
coming.
this
That's
winter.
right.
It's coming quick.
It's coming
Yeah.
fast. Purex donations can be made to Dr. Melton's office for pet care and Pal Feed for
Pal Feed,
food.
okay.
They have dogs, you know, puppies and kittens and cats to be adopted. And the last time, I think there were 100 maybe pets in the house. And I went driving home, and I thought, you know, if 100 people in our area would go out there and adopt,
They clean them out.
clean them out,
Yeah.
clean that,
Wouldn't
you
that
know.
be nice?
Wouldn't that be nice? And just, unfortunately, it would be filled up again, but at least there would be room for that.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Come here,
it's a
Oliver.
continuing need until we solve the
This-
population.
Right. Need to spay
Oliver
and
doesn't
neuter.
Spay and
Her
neuter,
doesn't.
yeah.
I got the honor of pet sitting for 2 weeks when Ann and Tom were on
Oh,
vacation. So not only did he remember me from the show, he and I are buddies.
Well, that's good. Well, you know, when we do this segment, we always want, we just do this segment. We don't worry about the placement. We hope that it's effective.
Yes.
And for you coming on the show, we really
That-
appreciate you coming on because it really tells us that we did something that day.
Oh, they've got great dogs out there, and he was housebroken.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a battle right there.
oh
Right.
yeah.
You bet.
And socialized
Yes.
as well.
But they have lots of nice dogs and cats.
Yeah, you don't have to search anywhere, do you?
No.
Just go down there and
Do
take
you
a
have
look.
other animals, or is he like solo?
Right now we have a cat that she's She's not very sociable.
I just wondered how they interact. You know?
I wasn't going to say a word.
Well, now Oliver and Miss Kitty get along fine. And especially if I'm going to feed Miss Kitty, he thinks that he should have some cat food.
Well, of course.
And then years ago on my paper route, I picked up 7 puppies out on Herb Terry Road one time. And I came home with all these puppies, and my husband said, "Have you lost your mind?" And I said, "I will get rid of them." And so my daughter had just moved here from Fort Lewis, Washington. And so we washed them and picked the ticks off of them, and we ended up getting rid of 2 of them. And finally my husband says, "You're going to keep that one, aren't you?" And I said, "Yeah." And he ended up keeping the brothers. So we had those for 16 years, and I still have Dixie. And she is old and decrepit, but she's still plugging along, and she's not, she doesn't hear very well, and she doesn't see very well. But if something gets inside the fence, she will kill it.
Oh,
wow.
that's good. That's good. That's what you want.
Well, we are so glad that you
Yeah.
brought Oliver back to visit. That's great.
Well, he's our big buddy. When I told her, I said, "I'll get him," but I said, "We're going to be gone for 2 weeks," and we hadn't left him at all. And so she kept up with him for 2 weeks. But
Well, that's-
we were
you're
like
dedicated.
first-time parents. We were
Yes.
so worried about leaving him.
Well, we like to hear
Well,
more
he made
stories. We'd like to hear more stories about this, and if you're interested in expanding your family and adopting, it's a very easy process. You're going to get animals that are trained in some way. Either they're
Right.
housebroken
And
or
shots
they've got the
Right.
shots and they're spayed or neutered. So it's an easy process to adopt these animals, and all they want is love and a place to stay and feed them.
And if I want to say too, if you saw a pet featured here and that's your pet now, we would love to visit with you.
We'd
about
love to
that
feature 'em
success
back on the show
story,
again.
too. So I
Absolutely.
think that's a great idea.
Yes.
Thank you.
Glad you did that. So
Well, thank you all again for being here.
thank you.
And we want to thank you for tuning in. If you want to be a part of our program here, you can do that very easily by giving us a call here at 870-741-4891. We are located, we live here at 400 South Sycamore. If you want to come by sometime, she's never here. This is the only time you're going to see her. She comes and she's gone.
You'll see me in 2 weeks. Same
Yeah,
time,
that's
same
it.
place.
But we have a Facebook page, Hometown TV, and Hometown Television. I get that wrong. HometownTV.net is our website. Check all that out. Give us a call here. And I guess we'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching.